Apricot Cobbler, an old-fashioned dessert that highlights the sweet and tart flavor of apricots that can be served in the summer when apricots are fresh, or you can use the can as I did. Keep watching and I'll show you how to make this delicious dish. Hi everyone, I don't know how you found me, but I'm happy you're here. I'm Jennifer. Welcome to my channel, the channel for easy, quick, fast meals for people who don't want to cook, don't like to cook, don't know how to cook. I have a great one for you. This is an old school one. This is Apricot Cobbler. Easter's coming up and different cookouts and holidays, and if you want to have something different to serve for dessert as opposed to peach cobbler or cherry cobbler or any other cobbler, most people aren't familiar with apricot cobbler. So let me show you the ingredients. I'm going to use a 9x9 pan. I'm going to use a little bit of lemon juice. I'm going to spray that pan with Pam. I've got 2 cans of apricots. If you use fresh apricots, I would suggest that you definitely add cornstarch, and they will be a little more firm. And those that know me, welcome back. You know I don't like anything really firm, so I'm going to cook those for a few minutes in the pot. I'm going to use a half a cup of sugar, a little bit of butter, a little cornstarch to thicken it. And I'm going to use the bottom crust as a prepared pie crust. And the top, I'm going to use a biscuit, canned biscuits, but I got the super flaky. I'm going to give that a try so it won't be a crust on the top and a bottom just like a pie. And a little bit of vanilla bean paste for flavor. That is salted butter, so I won't be adding any salt. Welcome to my channel. Like I said, I upload 2 videos a week. I always include an inspirational quote, a little controversial joke. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. Let's get cooking. Okay guys, first thing I'm going to do, I've got my pot on the eye. I've got canned apricots. Like I said, you know your girl's lazy. I didn't feel like using any fresh ones to have to cut them up. So I'm going to use them out of the can. And what I'm also going to do quickly, which is kind of tacky, but I'm going to go ahead, since these aren't hot yet, I'm going to cut them in half. I just thought about this, because I don't want them whole like this in my cobbler. May cut them again while this is heating up. And this is pretty good for something different. If you like apricots, you'll really, really love it. It's a nice summer fruit that people neglect. That's why I haven't had this in about 30 years. My girlfriend's grandmother used to always use apricots. And so I thought about it today since Easter's coming, to show you guys something different to prepare for your family if you're having a gathering. People will really enjoy this as an alternative to a peach cobbler or a sweet potato pie or lemon meringue pie, whatever people do traditionally for Easter. I'm just cutting these in half, some of them in quarters. And like I said, I'm using a 9x9, and it'll be regular pie crust on the bottom. For those of you who love the crust, most cobblers, to be honest, do not have a bottom crust, just a top. So I guess technically this is not a cobbler, but I'm going to call it a cobbler. And like I said, I'm going to use a biscuit topping. And this is just 2 cans of apricots. And a little trick, I washed my lemon and I just cut this tip off. You don't have any seeds. That'll give you your lemon juice. And then I'm going to add half a cup of sugar to this. If you like it sweeter, add more. And I'm going to add this full knob of, I guess it turns out to be 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons of butter. Gonna add that in there. And a little bit of vanilla bean paste. Could use vanilla extract. I just had this bean paste and I haven't used it in a while. And I try and see just a little bit like that. I got this up on high. I'm gonna let this cook. And oh yeah, and I want to add a little bit of cornstarch to this, to make sure that this thickens, because I want it not real thick, but I don't want it real soupy. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and some water to this, but you don't want to add the cornstarch and water until this boils. That's what activates it. You guys know I have a degree in biology. That's what a lot of people don't get about the cornstarch thing. This has to be boiling before you add it if you want it to activate the thickening agents in it. Can't remember the chemicals that'll make it thicken. So while this is heating up, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you how I'm going to do the crust. Okay, I've taken my crust out, and you see this is square and this is round. And I'm going to pre-bake this because I don't want it raw in the bottom of my pie, my cobbler. So I'm going to spray this to make sure it doesn't stick. In my plan, technically you should weigh this down with something. I'm going to cut a lot of this crust off because I technically just want it on the bottom. Nothing perfect. That's the thing about my channel. Like I said, I'm not a chef. I really despise cooking, but nothing I like more than eating and sleeping. That's just me. I don't miss a good opportunity to take a nap or sleep. No, I don't have any children, so that's a luxury that a lot of people don't have, having a lot of downtime. So what I'm going to do, what they normally say to do, is prick the bottom of the pie crust to keep it from puffing up. And if it does, it's not that big of a deal. So let me show you. So I just kind of cut that. This crust on the bottom because I'm a crust lover. I love my crust. Put that in there, kind of pat that down, and then I'm going to take my knife and do some pricks. I thought I had some rice. Normally you blind bake this with parchment paper and add some beans or some rice to this and cook it. But I am completely out of rice, and I meant to get a bag of dried beans when I bought the stuff to make this. So here it is. I'm going to put this in the oven. It's at 375. And let this go about 20 minutes. I want it to get pretty much cooked before I add the bottom to this. Okay, you see this has been cooking for a couple minutes. I got a good rapid boil going. So I'm going to go ahead now and add my cornstarch slurry to this. Let this activate. Let this cook for 2 or 3 minutes just to make sure this thickens up because I don't want it too runny. And I didn't drain any of the juice off of the canned apricots. I think you guys will really love this video, this recipe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. This is something quick, fast, and easy. It is 4:15 in the afternoon. This shouldn't take long to cook. And then you let it cool. And I thought it would be delicious with the flaky biscuit topping. And I'm going to dip that in sugar. I'll show you that next step before I put it in the oven. Because you know, those that know me know I like my stuff sweet. So I'm just cooking this for a few minutes, waiting for it to get nice and thick. You see it's thickening up, and it'll thicken more in the oven as it cooks. So I'm going to put you guys on pause, get the bottom crust out, and go ahead and assemble this and put this together. You know what, guys? I forgot. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to this for extra flavor. I just realized that the cinnamon is missing. I apologize. Put that in there. So for a few minutes. Okay guys, I've opened up my flaky. I got the super flaky. I don't think I'll need all of these, but we'll see. So I have a knife. I'm going to cut them into 4s before I dot these on top of the cobbler. I'm going to drop them in sugar because, you know, you guys know your girl loves sugar, loves stuff really sweet. I'm just going to make sure these are all coated in a little bit of sugar before I drop them on top of the cobbler. I'm just waiting for the bottom crust to get some color on it to get pretty much cooked. Because, like I said, I like a lot of crust. I'm the one that digs out half the crust on any cobbler, be it peach, strawberry, whatever. And I think you guys will really like this. A lot of people don't do tangerines, I guess, or apricots. Apricots is like an old school fruit. I don't know if anybody even still eats them. But like I said, I was thinking about my girlfriend's grandmother, and I decided to do an apricot cobbler, like I said, for the holiday Easter that's coming up. Show you guys something different. I'm just cutting these like this. So you can see, cutting these in 4s and dropping them into the sugar. I don't know how many of these I will do. Just enough. You want some holes to poke through, which I'll show you. You don't want to totally cover the cobbler. You want some of the juice to bubble up. in between the top layer. So that looks like there's 3 biscuits left in there. I may use them all. It doesn't look like it because I'm only using a 9x9 pan. If you need a bigger one, go 3 cans, maybe 4, and go with a 9x13. That would be my suggestion. And then just toss these, make sure they're all tossed in sugar. Like this. I love desserts, my favorite thing. I love sweet stuff to eat. I have to have dessert when I eat. Something, cookies, anything. I only eat 1 cookie just so you guys get to know a little bit more about me. I only like chocolate chip. There's no way I'd eat a Lorna Doone or a shortbread or an animal cracker. When I was a kid and they came in the little box, I don't know if they still do with that little rope or string. I carried the box around, but there was no way in the world I could eat that cookie. Probably not even with a gun to my neck. I don't know how you guys do it, but I know people at work fight over shortbread and Lorna Doones. Okay, so those are all set. I'm gonna go ahead and get the crust out of the oven and put this together. Okay, I wanna show you it's lightly browned. It's not completely cooked, but it's definitely not raw. Okay, so this is pretty thick. I'm gonna go ahead and spoon this in here. I hear it sizzling. Pretty hot. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and drop these on top for the cobbler topping. Let me move closer, make sure you guys can see this. And these have been dipped in sugar. I'm going to put this in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. And of course, I will be checking it to make sure that these are completely cooked. I am going to put a piece of foil under this in my oven because I do not want this to cook over and mess my oven up. So this looks about cool for a nice crumb topping, cobbler topping. Plus they're going to spread, and remember I have crust at the bottom, so it will be plenty of crust. So I'll see you guys back in about 35 minutes, and don't forget I have a great joke for you guys and an inspirational quote that I think you guys will love. Okay guys, there you have it, apricot cobbler. And I wanted to reiterate, if you use fresh apricots, make sure you get about 6 to 8 of them. And do not forget to add the 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're going to need that to thicken up the natural juices. This came in juice with the can, so that's why I added cornstarch to make sure it thickened up. You see they turned out beautiful with the sugar top coating. And these are the flaky biscuits. So they should be pretty good, and I do have a bottom crust. So thanks for watching. God bless. Hope to see you on the next one. And let me tell you guys my joke. Okay guys, the wife calls her husband and says, "I know you have been sleeping with another woman, you bastard. I've packed my things and I'm leaving you. I'm moving in with my sister." He replies, "Okay, see you when you get here." Ooh, that is wrong on so many levels. But anyway, please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Come back and visit me on the next one. And remember, I do have giveaways throughout the year. I have another one coming up. I'm not sure when, but it'll be in the next month or 2. Love you, God bless, and see you on the next one. Have a good evening.